David, are you gonna what are you doing? Are you drinking again? What the heck? What the heck?
Thank you, Michelle. You were great.
Yeah, you were wonderful.
Thank you for having me. I was
She's like,
nervous.
she's like, I was nervous. So you did really good. You did really, really good. So
It's like we're just all having a conversation together, just friends chatting. That's the feel, hopefully. It is.
Yes, you did a good job of that. So I was nervous. I'm like, wait, is she gonna make me talk? But then no, you actually were good at deferring. I wouldn't say deferring is the word, right? But readjusting. There you go.
Well, I love listening to your story, but I also, had questions. So, if I catch something like you a little troublemaker, I'm going to point you out. Are we
Rachel's
recording?
trying to say she could. Yeah, we're recording. As Rachel said, she can relate to that. That's why when she was a troublemaker, because we've done shows with her and heard about Rachel's life.
I wasn't a
So
troublemaker growing up. I was.
So,
I
for
felt
you,
like
Steve, we'll run the intro for the extra bit so you know where to clip it. Yep. So here we go.
okay.
welcome to Two Old Farts Extras. Stuff you've been missing because you're too lazy to listen or watch our show. Oh, so you were drinking. Now I understand. I'm not cutting out
Me?
that first 2 minutes. That was a good 2 minutes. So we're keeping that. This will just come up in the middle of social intercoursing. Too bad. So no, that's good. But no, you did very well. It was very cool to hear your story. So hopefully it'll help some people that are in the disabled community to go out and do stuff, or at least their employers not to be dicks. So
Right.
really well.
Yes.
So
No,
Yeah, it's very inspirational. You should just keep going. Keep
Mhm.
keep smiling and keep pushing forward. Very inspirational.
yeah, I met your brother. He's so sweet too. He
Mhm.
went and got you food. You treat him like a little brother.
Yeah,
You boss
he's
him around.
actually very amazing. What's interesting though is with childhood, my sister and I hated him because and he got all the attention, he got everything he wanted, right? And at least in his world, right, he was king, right? Because in the Asian community, if
Boy.
he's actually he's a boy, and he was set to be the heir of the family, but he's disabled, so they kicked him out. But my maternal side of the family, they all loved him. Whenever it was like New Year's or whatever, they would give him $100. My sister and I would only get 20, and we were so mad about that.
That's a big difference.
It is a big difference, and we saw that, and we were just like, no, we don't have anything to do with him. But as I'm older now, it's just like he's still my brother. That's not going to change anything. He's an adult now, but he's still the king of the world because I spoiled the heck out of him.
Yeah, it's funny. My sister and I used to make my brother do things behind the scenes and behind my parents' and grandma's eyes. Like I made him do the dishes because he was king. He could do whatever he wants. He did no wrong. We'd be like, no, you're going to do this. And we bossed him around a lot.
Mhm.
But as we get older, we baby him and we spoil him. And we're like, why are we doing this now? He is totally somehow mind gamed us.
So let me explain what this is called. It's called Jewish guilt. And it's the same as Asian guilt. And so now, because you were so mean as children, it's Jewish, we know this, you were guilted. And now it's like, oh, let me help you. Because you go back to your childhood and you're like, we were so mean to you. Yeah, that's it. Being an only child, it's good because I don't care. So,
No, see, I was the opposite. I was the only girl and the baby. And so I got all the crap my whole childhood, and now they're spoiling me.
What?
It's nice because I have trauma.
Oh,
So, why would you get all the crap then, Vic? I mean, why? Because you're the girl or the youngest, or both?
Because I'm the girl and I'm 10 years younger than my brothers, and so they'd bring their friends over and make me do tricks like a dog and sit up for cookies, and they would hang me upside down by my ankles and bang my head in the ground. And they did a lot of not nice.
I'm so glad we're recording this.
Yeah, I mean, here's the funny thing though. We do that at TOF Entertainment. We make our employees do the same thing. They have to sit and beg for cookies and bang their whole thing. Yeah. So
that's why I fit in. I mean, they would hide in the hallway about and scare the shit out of me and put just brother stuff, but as the baby and the only girl, it was. So now I'm like, oh yeah, you're gonna I take care of you when you're in the nursing home, so you better start making up for this stuff now.
so the guilt is coming once again. Jewish
Yeah.
guilt. But you're Polish, so it's Polish guilt. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's just guilt.
Are you now their mother? As such, you mother them around and tell them what to do?
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Wouldn't you say, Rachel? I mother Rod. Yeah.
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 you mother all of us. What are you kidding? I read your text messages at 3 a.m. when you're like, you know what I'm thinking? 57 pages later, and I'm like, so I think I know what you're thinking, but you kind of rambled here from page, I don't know, 2 to 56, and on 57 I got the point. So yes, that's kind of.
I'm like Michelle's cat. I get like 3 a.m. zoomies, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, let's do stuff. Like, what? My brain's awake, and you know, yeah.
I do the same thing.
Well, normally the ones you send me are like, oh, I can't do it anymore, and it's so early. And I'm just getting up, and I'm reading that.
You wanted me in the group chat. This is your problem now.
Where would the group chat be without you, Vicky? That's what I like.
So, Michelle.
Although apparently now gifts are like old, right? Like, sorry, Rachel, go ahead.
I was saying to Michelle, we're all on the spectrum here, except for Vicky. But I swear Vicky has ADHD too.
What do you mean, except for Vicky?
Vicky's got ADHD, MOUSE, and all the other things that you can possibly
get. He inherited from the 3 of you.
USA, BFF, TTFM. She's got it.
Michelle's right. I've been influenced by all of you. You have all like made me into.
Well, we're all on the spectrum, which is true. That's why we all get along.
Yeah. So we're all on the spectrum, but in different ways. So, like
probably on different spectrums, to be honest.
That's because of the mushrooms, David. That's because of the mushrooms.
Yeah.
But no, we are. We do. Everyone has their own little niche. So I always joke with like our team outside of this group is that between all of us, we make a person. And that's kind of, and it's true. If you think about it, everybody's got their strengths and their weaknesses. And the same as and social intercoursing and our other shows, everybody's got what they're good at. And between all of you, you make a person. So it works well.
Because Stephen's the quiet one and I'm the chatty one, you see. That's what it is.
It's interesting. Yesterday, Michelle, I appreciated that. I sent her a text yesterday saying, hey, I'm sending you a link so you can practice, see what the studio looks like or, entering no technical issues. And then I went to go send her the link. I got sidetracked. I don't know what. I can't even remember what happened. I completely forgot. And then maybe 5 hours later, 6 hours at night, I was like, oh my gosh, I never sent the link. So I text you, but I appreciate it because you didn't even, maybe you forgot too.
Yeah, I did. I was being held hostage yesterday, so that was the only thing I can remember. So
yeah, because you didn't say to me, hey, you never sent me the link. Hey, you didn't bother me about it. So I was like, oh good. Michelle forgot to.
I was like, no, I was waiting all day for this text message. She didn't send it at all.
No, I do
you didn't have any issues getting on, Michelle? You just
I
click
forgot
on
to
the
press
link
the
and straight
button
in.
today.
Okay.
Yeah, the enter one. I was like, nobody's here. She said 8:30 or whatever, what time it was.
It was interesting because when you join StreamYard, it says entering studio. So it does kind of mess with you thinking, oh, I'm already in the studio. And then type in a name and press enter studio again. So it's
yeah, I had the same problem when I get out of bed in the morning. I have to press that button that says enter the studio. So, okay. Well.
Need the coffee and everything.
He just stays in there all the time. He doesn't know to leave.
Holland. Yeah, he's in Holland. He has no clue. We're good.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Vietnam?
No, I haven't. I've only been to Mexico. That's the only country I've been to.
It's almost the same. You couldn't even tell them apart, really.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
you can't tell Vietnam.
Yeah, I've been to Mexico and Vietnam, and really when I was there, except that we were a guest of the government, and we went for a chopper ride in Vietnam, and literally a chopper from the 60s that was in a certain unpleasantness. And I remember the pilot was taking us a tour of the country, and I swear in his microphone, you would hear, and he was flying and go, this is where we killed lots of Americans. Oh, look how beautiful the greenest mountains. Look, this is where we killed more Americans. Look at me. I'm like, whoa, dude. And I'm looking at people, am I hearing this? And they're like, I think we're all hearing it. I was like, I'm just saying. So yeah, it was a very interesting chopper ride that we went on. But Vietnam's a beautiful country. Just so you know, lots of Asian people. I was shocked. Who knew? So yeah. And in Mexico, not so many. So
Yeah, Vietnamese. There's a lot of Vietnamese people. There's a big Vietnamese community here in Holland because they took a lot of people in. Yeah, took a lot of people, a lot of refugees here. So you have lots of Vietnamese restaurants and we love all the lumpias and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yum.
the Oompa Oompas, you guys from Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory? I love those guys. I'm sorry.
Lumpia.
Lumpia. Sorry.
So, I can't eat lumpia because it's not gluten free. So I'm always trying to figure out a way to make gluten, and it just does not. Because I know lumpia is supposed to be like crispy and slick and thin, and I'm like,
you can do it with gluten-free flour, and then you can make the batter with that.
Yeah, it just doesn't work as the same.
I'll experiment for you, and then
you
hopefully,
will.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the kimchi in it. I'm not really good at vegan food, but I'll find out the wrapper stuff.
Well,
So Michelle, are you a gluten-free problem person too?
I think I am.
Okay.
Right, but no, I don't have any of that.
You make it sound like it's bad. Well,
it's not bad.
I don't want to be rude or anything, but when David and I were growing up, when the dinosaurs were on the earth and we were still in caves and the cave drawings of the lizard people, right? So nobody had gluten problems. All of a sudden in the 90s is like, I need to be gluten-free. I need to be this. And I don't want to be rude or anything, but I don't know. I really have no clue what gluten is, and I can eat gluten apparently because I eat everything. But it's sort of like all of a sudden in the 90s and the 2000s, everybody had to be something free. In the olden days, you just ate the food and you were fine. So I think
in the 90s, it was so hard to find gluten free. People, I wasn't even diagnosed. It's very difficult. Nobody knew about it.
All right.
But
I see. I rest my case.
I think what happened is that things really got accelerated when processed food started being added to people's diet.
Yeah.
And then
they changed the GMO of the wheat is changed now.
And so I mean, we had this wonderful show with Rachel talking about all the the poo transplants and all.
Oh, that's right. One of the first shows we did, we talked about poop.
The OG show was the poop show, right?
The poop show.
Right now.
Yeah.
The poop show. And you can see that in the playlist if you guys want. It'll be right up here.
Yeah.
I'm watching that. I'm very, very curious.
Yeah, it's still an absolutely fascinating. And I live in a household. I mean, I'm lucky that it's not my kids, but Annette and her kids, they all have issues with gluten or with some sort of intolerance, food intolerance, and all sorts of stuff. So we're always experimenting. And I just eat what's put in front of me because I can't cook water, so I'm just happy to eat. And so
Rachel's dog. He just puts the dish and
that's how we were raised. When we were raised, if you didn't eat your food, first of all, we had to get to the guilt of that there's starving kids elsewhere in the world. Like there's starving kids there's starving kids in Beverly Hills, and I felt bad for those kids.
Children in Africa would be eating that all up.
And I offered to send my food to them, and I would get a slap. And here I think I'm a humanitarian. I would say to my mom and dad, I'm like, listen, if they're starving and they really want these peas and liver and whatever, I will box it up and send it to them. And my dad would be like, oh, really? And I was like, okay, apparently they're not that starving. So it was a little different when we were kids. You had to eat whatever was given to you. They didn't care if you were allergic to it or you died from it. You ate it. It was that simple. Today, like the kid goes, I don't like water. Okay, Johnny, what do you want if you don't like water? Johnny, drink the friggin' water. You're not going to die. I mean, it's a whole, it's a little different mentality.
About water, it's a strange thing about water because there are a lot of kids who won't drink water. It has to be flavored with some sort of fruit essence, or let's hope with lots of E numbers, which turns them all into giant Skippy balls. But because I don't, I don't like water. I don't like water.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'll put some of this stuff in then.
The Skippy balls.
Oh yeah.
Well, in Key West, they all love Skippy balls. I'm just letting you know. I've talked to them. So yeah.
So, going back, Michelle.
Yes.
How many plants do you actually have?
What?
How many plants do you actually have?
Over 200.
Wow.
Do you have a plant?
I don't think I have a single house plant.
Yeah, I'm in my plant room. I can't really show it. It's doing pretty bad right now because I left it. But I have 2 greenhouses behind me. There used to be one over here, and then my entire game room upstairs has a bunch of plants, and then all on the walls are plants. Not
They
as
have a
much as
game
other
room?
people.
So they have a game room and a plant room.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the game room has plants.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have 200 plants.
They're
200
very
plants.
sporty.
So you have no problems at all. So
No, I'm not a hoarder or
okay, no.
anything.
Not a hoarder already.
Very
She's
awesome.
like-
But
and
her
she's
dog
like-
probably loves those rooms, though. Your dog, is the skin better on your dog?
Yeah, he's a lot better now. It's also
Okay.
we changed his
Aw.
diet, but he's
Because I
a
your
mess.
Yeah.
house
It was
is
gluten.
plant
There's
with
gluten.
oxygen and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
gluten.
So
Yeah.
you guys are
They
breathing
have
in.
special.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
like
nice.
in Holland, if you had a room, if your games room was full of plants and you had 200 plants in your house, then you'd have your own little
The
business
police
right
come.
over here.
Yeah, the police show up.
No, they
Knock,
don't
knock,
come. They
knock.
don't care.
Oh,
They don't care.
Oh.
The electricity however, the electricity company cares, but the
Yes.
police don't.
Isn't it whatchamacallit? Isn't it legal in Houston? Where are we? Austin, wherever, Texas. Who the hell knows? Isn't it legal to have cannabis now and do it, or is that not? I have no idea.
Small
Yeah.
amount.
Okay, so
Yeah.
those 200 plants you have, you got to get them down to one. Just saying. So
Oh, give me that question. Because my sister is a new cat mom, and she's like a helicopter mom, and
oh my God.
you know, her cat, all the plants she had, she got rid of, and so she now only has fake plants. Because she's like, that one's poisonous, that could kill my cat. Because he likes to chew on plants.
Yeah, well, if they're plastic and fake, you're gonna die, aren't they?
Jinx.
So,
I have a bunch of
That's
toxic
probably
plants in the
worse.
house that she chews on, and somehow she's still alive. Don't recommend it. I spray her every time I catch her doing it, but there's a lot of toxic plants in here. But like the super toxic stuff, like lily, because I know that will kill her. I don't allow that in the house at all. Right? But
Jinx is like the
That's-
devil. I
Yeah.
and onions as well. They can really make them sick.
onions.
Poinsettias.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dogs too. That's
Yeah,
right.
I
it's
remember
spring-
poinsettias
spring-
too. I don't have that.
Spring onions, yeah,
Spring
and
onions.
tulips.
Oh, it's
Hives.
and tulips, which are all sort of all the fibrous bulb. They make cats very, very sick. And dogs
But she
just
should
grow
have-
up, so then they go back and eat it again. So.
She should have plants for Lydia. You should have plants for your cat though, but they should be cat plants because that helps their digestive system to be able to chew the cat grass or oak grass or whatever. It helps them because they gotta throw up their cat hair.
The cat grass, but he refuses to chew on that, I think.
Yeah. Oh, they'll find something. They'll find something.
Okay, so I had a cat who refused to eat her cat grass. Steven's gonna laugh at this because I was not a helicopter cat mom. I really wasn't. Except for this one thing. And I had to pick out one blade at a time and feed it to her. And then she would eat her cat grass.
okay.
Yeah.
So and today
Vicky, do you have a lot?
So it was like our bonding time. It was like our girl chat time. I'd be like, "Girl, how you doing?" And she'd be like, "Oh, okay." And like, "Okay." Any boys you've met?
Was it
that was it. And the rest of the time, yeah, boss.
that Bob?
Rest of the time, she didn't care about me, and I didn't care about her. We just lived our own existence, except for girl
Okay.
chat time
Sounds like-
over cat grass.
Sounds like a marriage, really. But
I was just going to say, really. So,
Yeah.
This is why I
And
don't
next
have a
week-
hand.
that's
Just-
right.
just
Next
a
week
little
on
bit of
Cat
grass.
Vets, we're going to discuss more about the cats. And,
Yeah, next week.
Right.
Next week.
next week's on Cat Vets. Yes, next week we're going to have a whole show just on cats and vets and how Vicky
Ooh,
fed it with the
Can
cats.
we?
Welcome to Come On.
Sure. You guys discuss it. We'll record whatever. Michelle's just sitting here going, I don't know how I got involved.
We'll
I
have
really- they
Jinx
judged
on.
me.
No, she has 3 cats, so
we'll have
Yes, I have 3 cats, and they all eat different plants. Like I
Okay.
have the little wheatgrass and the cat grass, and they're very finicky on which one they want. But I don't have to feed it to them, so that's a good thing.
There you go. There you go.
They do it on their own.
I feel bad because I just kept referring to Jinx's twin as Jinx's twin. What is Jinx? Someone's talking.
It's not my cat.
No,
Oh.
it's my cat. It's
It's
my
David.
David has.
Jinx's twin is Annie.
She's,
And then what's
It's
your
just a
third
bit-
one?
Aw.
bit messy.
The other one's Penny.
Penny.
Penny's never gonna show up. She's literally a ghost. She just only pops up when she wants to pop up. But she likes to lay over there. So you see, this is a little white rug. She's not in there right now. But
Right.
if I'm like desperately looking for her and I can't find her, she's laying there. and she's the white cat. She literally matches it.
Oh, so that's who I saw walk by earlier. I saw a white cat walk by.
Oh, she did?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure you did,
Well,
Rachel.
You
In the beginning, I said, "Is that Jinx?" And so Michelle turned around to look, and she said, "Somebody walked out." That was
yeah, I think it's Jink because she's a white tippy tail.
Ah, okay.
the whole butt was white, so I thought it
Oh,
was
never mind. It might have been.
Now
Penny.
you've been reading my emails again.
Penny wanted to make an appearance. Okay, Penny's like,
Would you like to say
what is your
something?
cat saying?
He heard
David,
all
bring his
about
cat
the
up.
single blade. Yeah, he heard about being
He
fed.
didn't like the microphone.
He wants to what you call it. He wants now to be fed one grass a blade and go. So how are you
Exactly.
today? How was your
He
day?
heard about.
Yes.
Well,
Your cat is
it's a
like
waste of grass to give it to the cat, but that's another story.
Oh my God.
See,
That's too
he's
funny.
like. Sometimes I'm alone. Oh, Rachel, have you seen that meme? The cat.
I sent you that. Sometimes
I was that you sent it to me. Like 10 people sent it to me because I apparently have that reputation.
That TikTok, Michelle?
What?
About the lonely cat on TikTok that went viral?
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, I'll send it to you.
Oh God.
Oh my
Give
God.
me a song out of it.
Yes.
I used to have a cat. I used to have a camouflage cap, but we could never find it.
Just like
But bump. He's here till Thursday. Tip the waitstaff, try the meal. So
So how many are you guys plant people too?
I'm sorry.
Are you guys plant?
I'm a carbon-based life form.
He's a lizard. He's a lizard person.
Yeah, I'm a lizard person.
David, I will buy you a Just Jinx planter and send you one if you are a planter. Planter? Is that the right word?
Yeah,
Plant
not
person.
me. I want
the one with the fat. I want the planter with the butt cheeks and the phallic symbol because we have 3 plants in the house. We have a bonsai tree, which my wife almost killed, but I brought back to life. We've got a poinsettia thing, which dies and comes back to life on its own. And I've got this literally huge thing, which I don't know what it is. So I take care of 3 plants in the house. That is my job. And apparently I do it well because the bonsai tree was near death.
Did you say the phallic thing? You mean the booby plant?
The booby plant with the butt? Yeah, the phallic symbol.
Oh, yes.
The booby plant.
The booby plant. That was
I have a
awesome.
fist planter too. I have a little fist planter that you can put the boobies in.
Boobies in a fist.
It's always good to be fisted.
Steven just
I heard. I'm just ignoring it because now that we're like a real YouTube channel, I have to make sure that we stay. Yeah. We're between PG and R. We can't go past the R like we used to, and we have to make sure that like R, like a pirate.
Yeah, we're all pirates then. PG pirates.
Rachel, trust me, nothing. The worst thing you've ever said is even YouTube is like we're good. Even the poopy show, they could care less about. We're all good. So yes, they're like, oh, we have a poopy show. How exciting! Okay. So
more comfortable. Who knows how I'll act up? Because if you can't do something, I have this weird itch that I have to do it.
So here's the cool thing.
Just give her half a glass of alcohol.
Yeah, I know, right? I was gonna say, let her smell a wine bottle, and she'll be like, "Hey, everybody."
Just sniff a little wine, and yeah.
So we said.
Oh, we forgot to say. Oh, sorry, ADHD. We forgot to say that people can find your things at Clover and Maven too.
Oh, and Clover and Maven, and then Snooper's Nursery. Those 2.
And it'll all be down below because we're going to attach your Facebook link so they can find you everywhere. So
and they don't have to worry about looking for you through the summer. They could just go to the store and get your stuff.
Yep.
Well, hopefully you'll get lots of people that will love you. It'll be awesome. So that'll be very nice.
We'll see. We'll see.
People already love your little little lions. I've seen a lot of people buy those at Clover and Maven. So
I think you're going to do better than you think. So because people actually watch the show because they like the girls, they don't like David and I. No. And the extras, the social intercoursing, this little extra thing that comes out on Saturday morning, people actually like, and we haven't even promoted it, and they got a whole bunch of views, and I got a whole bunch of views on TikTok with it. So people actually like it. So I think people will find it and they'll find you endearing. And I think that will go. And then the 2 extras that we're going to run during the week, I think will also help. One is the one with the lions for the lion dance. And the other is going to be the one where we talked about the community. So I think it'll do really well. And I like it.
All
So
creative.
we'll promote it on all our social media because that's technically our job.
I
So
want pictures of you doing of the line. Do you have pictures? I mean, this is just between
I
you.
only have one that I remember of, but the rest I need permission because it has a bunch of other people in them. I'll hunt them down.
Okay. Yeah, because
The other people or the photo?
the line dancers. I'm like, oh my God, so hot. They must be.
Some people just like to keep their things private.
Whoa. You better, this is not a Catholic church here. You keep everything private, okay? So
I like to keep my things private.
I do too. I mean, I don't need some priest going.
If not, all the cat was eating all that grass, anything could happen.
Especially if you hand feed it.
Nobody wants your stuff public, anyways. It's okay.
You're right.
No,
if it's already posted out there, who cares? Yeah.
That's right. That's how we look at our shows. It's already posted out there, but everybody cares because our people are growing and stuff. So it's awesome.
Well, I'm going to do something very adult now, guys and girls.
He's going to kill the show.
I'm going to kill this show.
Are you going to kill?
Thank
What
you
are you,
all.
Ultraman all of a sudden? So very Korean. We're Ultraman.
I just followed Vicky.
How
I don't
can
know.
I stop?
How
Can you possibly stop?
How
Can you possibly stop the show when all this stuff's going on? Do you know?
That's what I'm saying myself.
I don't care.